So today we're going to look at a couple of sweeps from X-Guard. So we're going to just do one of my favorite ways to get into X-Guard first, which is going to be from the shin to shin, single leg X, and then into the X-Guard position. So we're going to start off from this seated guard. We're going to move ourselves in. We're going to place the same side leg, shin to shin, onto my partner. I'm going to come in, hug this leg in nice and tight. To make sure that he's not able to start stepping forwards and dropping his knee down into the knee cut position, we're going to manage this second leg. So you can just obviously like C-grip this. I prefer to get a grip on the gi because the gi's there, and it's always better with the palm up grip because if we've got the palm down grip, it's easy for him to strip off. So we're going to go palm up. Hug this leg in nice and tight, punch into this leg as I fall down to my shoulder to make this leg light so I can lift it up into the air. So when we're thinking about how we're going to make this happen, think about pulling his ankle up into my armpit. As I pull this ankle through, I also kick my leg straight, then engage my hips, and I come up into this single leg X position. Then what I want you to do is practice the transition into the X guard. So we're going to take this bottom foot, we're going to bring it down to my partner's knee. Then I'm going to take this top foot, I'm going to circle it through and just bring the foot through so I have control of my partner's hip. Making sure that the knees stay on separate sides. This foot's kicking actively into the hip, this foot's kicking actively into the knee, so I have this nice pinch onto my partner. Now there's lots of things that I can do from this position where we have like the sort of ankle lock position, but we're going to go through bringing that leg up onto our shoulder. So I'm going to pull on this knee so it creates some space for me to shoot this arm through, bring the leg up onto my shoulder, and then I'm going to hold onto the kneecap and pull this open. A couple of reasons we do this to help us with the sweeping and the control, but I don't really want him to be able to drop this knee down into my chest either. So keeping this knee like flared out is going to help try and keep that knee away. Okay? So this is what I want you to just start with, is looking for that entry from the shin to shin, and then we'll start working some sweeps. So shin to shin, wrap in, control the leg, punch away, lifting the leg as it becomes light. Remember, thinking about pulling his ankle into my armpit. As the ankle comes in, my hips come up and engage. If I've still got a hold of the trousers, incidentally, I've got a really nice, easy sweep that we can take in slow motion from the single leg X. But as we're working on the X guard, we're going to drop the foot down, bring the leg through. Now, this is a nice little drill you can just do. Just switch in between the two, just so that we can start to understand and process the position. Pulling the knee across initially just to create some space for my arm to go under, looking to control this up onto my shoulder, holding the outside of the knee, and then we can just have a little play, like with our partner's balance. This is like one of the major benefits of the X guard being so underneath our partner, is that we have really great control of our partner's base and balance. All right, let's look at the entry first. 1, 2, 3. So we've managed to get ourselves into the X guard. Let's look at 3 simple sweeps from here. So the first one that probably everybody knows that's played a bit of X guard, is the backward sweep. So we've still got the same control that we had when we made the entry. Legs up on the shoulder, we're peeling that knee to the outside. Obviously it depends on where my partner's posture is. If I've kind of moved my partner around and he's moved forwards a little bit, there'll be other things that I need to be looking for. But if he's stood up a little bit taller, then a good option for me is this foot that's in the hip is going to keep the pressure backwards. The foot that's in the knee is going to drop down to the ankle, and basically we're just going to make that scissor action. So the foot's going to go back, we're going to kick the leg out, put my partner down. So like a few different things you can do from here. Just make sure you don't sit up and get triangled. The normal thing that I'll look for is I'll kick the leg up and I'll immediately go underneath this far leg. So we end up with this double under position. Obviously, don't just come up and put the arm down the middle because we obviously don't want to be submitted. Kick up, underneath. If we do it all fast enough, we can just immediately turn the hips, flip the legs over and pass through. If we come up a little slower, we'll just have to go into like our normal, like pressure, double under pass. So again, we're into our X guard position. We're playing with our partner's balance. As soon as I feel like the time is right, actively peeling the knee out, dropping this ankle down, kicking the leg back, flick the leg up, arm dives underneath, cross to the far side, little switch of the hips, and immediately in for the pass. Okay, so let's start off probably the most simple of the X guard sweeps, the backward sweep. 1, 2, 3. So for the next one, we're gonna base this around if I'm able to get hold of this arm. So we're gonna kind of link two together here, but we'll do this one first. We'll come back to the next one in a second. So if I can get hold of this back arm here, nice simple one from here, same position. I'm going to kick my partner away, a little bit like if I'm looking to lift and kick my partner off balance, and I'm going to come up and start doing the technical stand-up sweep, which we'll get to in a second. But we've got hold of this second arm. We're basically going to do the same thing, but you notice when I kick him away, he wants to use his hands for base on the floor. All we're going to do is we're going to just take that base away from him. So we've got this grip. As I start to kick him away, I'm going to actively pull on this arm at the same time. He drops down, take my leg out from behind his knee, and I'm immediately into this knee on belly position, maybe a potential little arm bar that we can hit from there as well. So it's all we're basically doing is we're looking to take the base away from where he would be going. You notice if I don't have that and I kick him away, like he wants to base himself down, we're taking that base away by pulling the arm, but it's not just holding on to it. Excuse me. Maybe a bit of the beard there. Sorry. So we're gonna kick away. As we kick away, pull the arm back towards. He drops down, take the foot out, into the knee on belly, and through for the sweep. Not really sure what we'll call this sweep, just a regular X guard sweep. 1, 2, 3. So anyway, we're gonna kick our partner back. Let's say I wasn't able to get hold of that backhand. There's a few nice options if we can get hold of this front arm, especially if we can kind of get to this position, taking him over the top, but that's for another day. What we're going to look at last here today is kicking our partner away and coming up into a technical stand-up position. So again, we control the leg, lift our partner, kick away, and as we kick away, we're going to look to come up to this elbow. So I'm actually going to switch the position. So the foot that's on the knee, I'm going to place that onto the inside of the leg. I'm going to place my other foot down. So you see how I keep this like nice pressure, so I don't allow him to come back towards me. As soon as I get him far enough away, I'm going to do technical stand-up. So if my partner's foot is close enough, I can just kick it out. So drop my partner down. Nicely done. Or if he's trying to run away, so you kick away, place the foot on, technical stand up. If he's in this sort of position, then we're gonna come in, clamp onto the knee, walk backwards and drop my partner down. And then we're gonna look to climb up and start controlling the back. Let's do that first one more time, shall we?
Not good.
Let's do that. So we kick away, come up to the elbow. We're gonna put the foot onto the leg just to create that distance. Place the other foot to the floor. Take the leg out. Technical stand-up position. If the foot is close enough, we're just gonna leg sweep down. Just be a little bit careful that our arm doesn't go through to the middle. We start getting put into the triangle. Make sure we control. We can either go straight underneath this leg, or bring the arm to the inside and start working our guard pass. Okay? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Last one.